So in our previous video, we had completed filling the login page and the login logic. Okay, so what we will do is in this video, we'll be going ahead and filling the user profile page and we'll be writing the functionality to update the user's profile. So if you remember in the last video, actually, we had also done like we had written the middleware to just protect some routes. Okay. About the sign-in page we had done in the second last. Okay. So what I will do is now let us just run the development server. Okay, and after running the development server, you will see that wait a second. Okay, let us just go ahead. Okay, actually what happened is I just forgot one thing to actually protect the slash route as well. So what we have to do is we have to actually protect the slash route or okay, so let us do one thing, let us also protect the slash route. Let's save that. And if I reload this, we don't get any error, but what should we do is actually right click inspect, go to application. Okay, and after going into application, I will just delete this token. Now, if I reload this page, what will happen is it will take me to the sign in page. Okay, it will take me to the sign in page, and I have to fix something. So what I will do is I will redirect the user to the home page instead of the profile page directly. So let us go inside the auth and inside the sign part. Okay, you have to go inside the components and auth and sign in component. Here, what you have to do is you have to redirect the user to slash instead of the profile page. So let us provide the credentials. Okay, so click on sign in, and after clicking on sign in, it should be logged in successfully. Now will be redirected to the home page. Okay, so now what I will be doing is I'll be working on the profile page. Okay, so let's click on this profile, and you can see we are getting this plain profile text here. So what I will do is actually I have to make this profile page inside the app part. Okay, so let us just go here and add the profile to the app. Okay, so inside the app router, we have provided the profile, and here we have the page.js. Now we have to do something like export const, okay, export const metadata is equal to, okay, so title, what will be the title? The title will be my profile, okay, my profile. Then we will have the title, the main title, that is NextJS authentication. Okay, so now you can see it's giving me my profile NextJS authentication. Now we have to design two components, that is for the profile part. So profile user slash, so user, then we have to give here profile dot component .js. Okay, profile.component.js, and before populating this, first of all, I need to fetch out the user's profile. Okay, so let us give it use client directive. Okay, and I'm writing export default function profile component. Okay, profile component. Now what I'll do is then profile component, and I'll write a const for is equal to use for. Okay, use for. Then what I will do is I'll define a schema. Okay, I'll define a schema that is let us say const profile schema is equal to z dot C. Wait a second. C dot object. Okay. So here we'll have the name Z dot string. Okay. Z dot string. Then we will have the user address Z dot string. This is also string. And then we will have the user's phone number. That will be also string. Okay. So what I will do is, so here I have to use the Zord resolver. So let us provide the Zord resolver, and we'll be using profile schema. Okay, and default values. What are the default values? Let's say name is blank string, address is blank string, okay, and phone is blank string. Okay, so what should I do is actually let us set const profile details, okay, profile details, or let us say profile details. Okay, I'll do something, I'll do that later on. So let us set const loading, comma set loading, okay, use state false, it use state false. So what I will do is here return, okay, return a diff class name. Okay. So wait a second, let me reload this page. Now we have this navigation bar here. So diff class name will be px6, okay, uh, px6, let us say we'll have a max width of max w, okay, of 95 VW, okay, then we will have a w full class. Let us save that, let us see what happens. Okay, there is no effect actually. Okay, so let us do mx auto. Okay, so there is still no effect here. Okay, so actually what we have to do is we have to actually render the component here. Okay, so let us just provide the max width class. Instead of providing it here, let's have class of max w 95 VW, okay, w full mx auto, and here profile component. Okay, so I'll provide a div here. So div, let us see what happens. Let us render the profile text. Okay, so let us have a margin of REA from top and bottom, or let us say 1.5 REA from top and bottom, 98 VW. Let us see what happens here. 96. It looks good now. Okay, so profile component here, what I will do is I'll render first of all one h1, okay, class text excel, okay, text excel md text to excel, okay, and font semi bold underline profile details, okay, profile details. Now what can I do is here, let us just go ahead and render the form. Class name space y6 empty4, okay, and here what I will do is I'll add here form field, okay, form field, So control form.control. Okay. Control is equal to form.control. Then what we will have is the name, it, the name which is uh, name. Then we will have the render method. It field. Then we will have a for item. So here we will have a for label. Okay. For label for name for control for input. Okay, for input, here we'll have a placeholder. Internal full name. Okay, and then we will have here that dot fee. Okay, I accidentally brought the form input from you said yeah. Okay, so now you can see we are having this form input right here. Okay, and then what I will do is I will go ahead and render out two more fields. Address. Okay, and here I'll render phone. Enter your phone number, phone number, enter your full address. Enter your full address, and we have these three fields here. And let us have a button here. Okay. So what I will do is I'll write here loading. Okay, ampersand loader to icon. Okay, loader to icon. Then I will have a update. Okay, and also what I will do is I'll write here if loading, so display here updating, let us say update. Now here we will provide a disabled part. Loading. Now you will see that we are getting this update, and if you click on this, it will make a get request, but we don't want that. Okay, let us just have a submit function here. So const, first of all we have to fetch in the profile details. Okay, so get profile. Okay, so this will be an async function. Okay, so this will be an async function. So what I will do is I will go ahead and write a const response is equal to await. Okay, const response is equal to await Axios instance dot post. Let me check through which method I am fetching the. Okay, so I am using the get request actually. Okay, so access instance dot get slash API slash profile. Okay, slash API slash profile, and then what I will do is I'll write here const data is equal to a response dot data. Okay, and for dot set value. Okay, so set value first of all and set it for name, that is response dot name. Okay, response dot name, and then we will have the same for the address, and then the same for let us see what is the next one. The next one is phone. Wait a second, let me check address and phone. Now, what I will do is, as I'm setting the value, first of all, I have to do something like I have to use the use effect hook to get the profile data. Okay, now as soon as I save this, okay, so this should be data dot name, not data, not response dot. Okay, so now if I reload it, let us check inside the console. We are not getting any errors. Okay, so now we are good to go. Let us create one on submit function. Okay, so const on submit, okay, is equal to data. Fetching the data, I'm just directly do one thing, directly just make a post request. This should be an async function. Okay, access instance dot post. Okay, so here what I will do is I will provide the data. Okay, now headers, content type, application slash JSON. Okay, application slash JSON. Now let us just bring in. Okay, so I have to write a dot in and dot catch. I have not used this async of it because there are some issues. Dot then response const success comma message is equal to response dot data. Okay, and if success toast dot success, let us provide the message and the auto close within 2500 milliseconds. Then else toast dot error message. Okay, auto close, let us say 2500 milliseconds. Okay, then we'll have a dot catch to catch the error. Const, let's say success comma message. Wait a second. Actually, we are doing the correct thing. Okay, so here I'll write your response error dot response dot data. Okay, let's display one error. Now what I will do is, if I'll go ahead and click on update, what will happen is it's still giving a get request because I have not provided any on submit function. So on submit form dot handle submit, and this accept the on submit function. Okay, so now let us retry this part, and while we are updating no, so let us just set the loading to true. Okay, now when we are getting any error, so whenever we are getting the response or we are getting any error from the server, so set the loading to false. Okay, so click on update. Now what is happening? Wait a second, let me see. Console.log. Let us see what we are getting is verified true. Actually, we are not getting the uh, profile and the name. Actually. Okay, so let us do one thing. Okay, so actually, right, okay, so this part should be optional actually. Okay, so this part is optional, and if I reload, we shouldn't get an error while submitting the form. Okay, so let us also display a form message below every input. Uh, 405 method not allowed. What I'm doing, slash API slash profile. Okay, so I have to make a patch request instead of a pull request. Okay, so let us just remove that. Click on, let me just remove this console log from here. Still I'm getting the error. I'm getting the error. Neither I'm getting the error, nor I'm just, wait a second, let me see inside the API slash profile what I'm doing now. So it should give me this profile updated successfully part. Okay. So it's not showing me the toast. Okay, so actually what happened is I have actually not yet brought in the toast container inside the layout.js file here. So let us bring in the toast container. Okay, so we have not yet brought the toast container here. So I'll bring in the toast container, click on update. Now profile updated successfully. Now let me do one thing. Let me go inside the network tab and no throttling. So let us just click on 3G. Okay. So now if I click on update, so you can see we're getting this update loading part here because I have changed the throttling to 3G. So if I click on update, still we are getting this part because let's just reload. Let me go to network tab again. Okay. So what I will do is I'll reset my name. Okay. And what should I do is actually let me just call in the get profile template. So I will just go ahead and call in the get profile part again after set after successfully updating the user's profile. Let us go ahead, click on means call the get profile. Okay. Now what I will do is set my name. Let us click on update and profile updated successfully. Now it is not setting the it's not setting the part the this part actually what's happening here. So name address. Oh sorry. So what I have to do is actually here instead of doing it dot address dot profile dot address. Okay. Dot profile dot address actually we have to do like that. So let us check. Yeah, now we are getting the correct thing. Now what I'll do is I'll change my phone number. Click on update. Now profile updated successfully. Okay. So now you can see we can update the user's profile. Now what I will do is I'll do the same thing. Okay, and update the user's password. Okay, password change .js. Okay, password change.js, and here is we will do nothing like we will not get any password details. Okay, so password change schema. Okay, so old password, new password, and then we'll have confirm new password. Okay, so these are not optional, these will be actually non-empty strings. Okay, so these are not optional, these will be actually non-empty strings. Dot non-empty. Okay, message old password is required. Old password is required. Then the same thing with the rest of the two things, rest of the two fields. New password is required and confirm new password is required. Confirm new password is required. Now what I will do is first of all, let me just go ahead and validate this new password. So wait a second. Okay, so this part will have a minimum length of 8 characters. Message password, new password must contain at least 8 characters. Okay, new password must contain at least 8 characters. Now what I will do is I'll come down and change the default values to, first of all, we have the old password, then we have new password, then we have confirm, I think confirm new password. Okay, confirm new password, and here first of all I have to change old password. Okay, old password, enter your old password, choose your new password. Okay, choose your new password, choose a strong new password, strong new password. Okay, and here confirm your new password, confirm your new password. I have to change the name attributes to confirm new password, and here what I will do is I will write here a new password. Okay, and the for the first field the name would be old password. Let's save that, and instead of making this request to the particular slash API slash profile, I'll make it slash API slash profile slash password. I think we're accepting a put request here. Let us check if we're accepting a put request. Okay, so yeah, I think we are accepting a put request here. So now what I will do is here password change schema. Okay, so I have to use the passwords change schema, not password changes schema. It's password change schema. Okay, and rename the component from profile component to password change component. And inside the page.js, let us also render the password change component. Okay, save that, and here the title should be changed to change password. And they should have a margin top. So that's why what I will do is actually let us do one thing. Let me create a div here. Okay, create a div here. And here, what I'll do is I'll provide the class name. Okay, class name. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me enclose the password change component within a div. Okay, within a div class name of my6. Okay, or empty6 6 rem margin from top. Okay, let's just paste that and save it. Now you can see we're getting the profile details as well as the password. And let us check if you can update the password, user password. Okay, so let us say, okay, so first of all, I have to change the type to password. We don't need any plain text one. Okay, so type is equal to password. Save that, reload it, and let us see what happens here. Okay, so update and updating one issue. What's the issue? Let me see. Cannot read properties of undefined reading data. Why did I do that? Hmm. Okay, so change it to no throttling. Okay, now let us check if our password has been updated or not. Uh, did I do something erroneous in my password change API? I don't think so. Password updated successfully, incorrect old password. Okay. So what I will do is I will go ahead and delete my auth token from here, go inside application, and I'll try to sign in with the old password. Okay, let us check if you are successfully done with the password reset or not. Let's check it again. Okay, so our password has been updated. So let us check. Yes, our password updation part is working correctly. Now, if I'll go ahead and change my new password and have my old password again, update. Okay, so one issue. What is the issue? So it's telling me that cannot read properties of undefined reading data. So let me see what's the issue here. In the password change part, cannot read properties of undefined reading data. Okay, so let me just remove this get profile from it because that was, I think that was causing the error. So what I will do is after this success, we'll reset the form. Okay, reset the form and reload. Okay, so reload, and what I'll do is I'll try again, see if we are getting any errors or not. Okay, so click on update, and yeah, now this is working perfectly. Okay, so now we are done with the profile page of the user. Okay, we should have worked with the the logout part first, then we should have worked with that part. So now I have deleted these two pages. What should I do is I think I should move this inside the user. Okay, because in the last video we had already done this part, like we had created the user output, and inside that we had already added this particular profile page part. Okay, let us just add that. Mm, okay. So post container, let me just remove that. Okay, so let me just remove that from here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go inside the user route group. Here I'll create another layout.js. Okay, paste that here. My profile. Okay, so my profile not here. I'll not do anything more. So profile layout. Okay, profile layout. And here we are having the navigation bar. Let us also bring in the closed container. If I'll save that, okay. So let us see. Let us see what are the changes we have done here. Okay, so my profile. Okay, so these are the changes that we have done. So let us just close that. And what I will do is I will go ahead and middleware.js modify. Okay, so video 17 completed. Okay, so now we are done with the entire profile page. Okay, profile page and update password. Now there's no default export in not a React component. Let us reload this part. Okay, so now we can get the user profile details. Okay, so if I'll just delete the, let us say if I'm going ahead, let me just do one thing. Okay, let me just do one thing. 1 second. Git reset at. Okay, what I'll do is I'll not protect the home page. I'll not protect the home page. Rather, what I'll do is let me just revert this change. Okay, let me just revert this change. And what should I do is actually I should just modify the navigation bar. Okay, I will just go ahead here. And what I'll do is I will see I should modify the navigation bar. Okay, so let me see if I can modify the navigation bar. Please store is equal to await cookies. Okay, await cookies. Now this would be export default async function. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll write here like cookie store dot get auth token. Okay, cookie store dot get auth token. So if I'm getting the auth token, render this part. Okay, so what I'll do is wait a second. So if I'm getting the auth token from the cookies, okay, so I'll render the logout button, or else I'll go ahead and render these two buttons that are the login and okay. So this should be linked. Okay, this should be linked and button variants. What are the button variants? The button variants are okay. So inside class name, I'll provide in the button variants function. Okay, login icon. Okay. Sign in and sign up. Okay, sign in and sign up. And here what I will do is I'll provide one href slash login, and here the href will be slash sign in. Okay, it's not login, it's actually sign in. Okay, let us just save that. And if I delete this part and reload it, okay, I'm getting the sign in page by default, but okay. So I'll go to my home page. Let us reload. Now we can see why I'm getting this particular. Let me check what's happening now. Okay. So let me check. So am I not saving this? But yeah, I am saving this, but mm, 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 okay. So it's actually inside the mobile menu. So I have to update it in the mobile napper as well. So let us just save it. Let us see what happens here. Okay, so now we are getting this sign up and sign in and sign up link. Okay, click on sign in. Okay, logged in successfully. Now we'll be redirected to the home page. Okay, we are redirected to the home page. Why we are redirected to the home page? So inside the sign in component actually, inside the sign in component, let me check. Okay, so let us just revert that change. Okay, so discard file. So I'll just revert that change because I don't want to like redirect the user to home page instead of his or her profile page. Okay, so this is the profile page. I had actually forgotten one thing to do, like we have to actually go here and inside the password change component, we have to actually validate if the confirm password and the confirm new password and the new password match each other. So I'll write here dot refine, okay, dot refine data. Okay, so data dot c confirm new password triple equals to data dot new password. Okay, so without that, what will happen is the user can means we need to ensure that both the password match. Okay, so passwords do not match. Okay. So I came back for the small update. So here I'll write the path as confirm new password. Okay, so just I came back for the small update. So provide a semicolon here. And what I will do is I will go ahead and push the changes. Okay. So thank you everyone for watching this video and I will see you next time.